Hello, Dijon here. In the video game portion of episode 137 of the Mustardcast, we go over what games we've been playing lately, react to the Xbox Partner Showcase and Game Awards nominees, discuss the announcement of the new Steam machine, and review Marvel Rivals Season 5 and Dispatch. Please enjoy.
So, Life of P, me and my girlfriend have reached the end. We're at the final boss, trying to beat it. And it's, unfortunately, I hate to say it, the end of the game sucks. Like,
that's unfortunate.
This final area has been so bad, and like the final boss is like god awful, and I'm really disappointed. Like we both are, because the rest of the game is so strong, and then it just kind of falls flat in the last act, and it's like, damn. It's really disappointing. But maybe the ending, like the actual ending, will be better. But we won't find that out until we beat that boss. It's been a struggle. I've started playing Blasphemous again for the third time. I've started over because I'm like, I'm going to finish it for real so I can play Blasphemous.
You're not going to finish it if you start over, eh? You're just going to keep starting over.
I know. If I on the file that's close to finishing, I don't remember what I'm doing, and I want to get the true ending. So I'm like, I need to lock in.
You're going to be stuck in a cycle.
I know. Doubly so because the game that's really been taking up most of my time has been Metaphor ReFantasio, which I have also been playing just like a boatload of. I just made it to the second town. Just made it there, freshly in town, but I've been really liking it now that the game is like opened up a little more, and they've like introduced so many interesting characters that I'm like, okay, now I'm locked in. Because it's like I was locked in before, but now I'm really locked in and enjoying it. And I find myself missing it while I'm at work or playing other video games. And I'm like, that's the mark of a good game, but at what cost? Because it's an Atlas game. It's going to take me years to finish it. JK. Unless. Yes, that's about it.
It would take me years. Or it will take me years when I get around to it. But it probably could take me years before I get to it, because I got to finish Persona 5 Royal.
Right.
Which I had the urge to play, but I stopped myself. Because I got other games I need to finish. How about you, Brie?
Yakuza Pirate. Mafia the Old Country. And like Mafia 1, like definitive edition. That's like one of my favorite games out of the Mafia series. It's clunky, but it just has like a place in my heart. And then I've been playing a lot of my Pokemon Pocket game. It's basically like the trading card game where like you open packs and then like you create your own decks and then like go against like either people or like the AI that it has. And you get like hourglasses so you can open more packs and stuff like that. Almost like a gacha game.
I had seen that game and I thought that like it was literally just opening the packs, and I was like, I don't get what the point of it is. But now that you say there's like a battle system, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. As of late, it's been kind of like lackluster for me because I'm like, there's nothing really like keeping me in the game aside from like opening packs, but I've also been like kind of lax on it. So until they like put something new, I'm just gonna be like very, very casual with it. And then I've been playing Peak. And they have a newer game coming out. I forget when they said, called Crash Out Crew, that we got to play the demo of, and it's so fun. Hate on me or not, like I love friend swap games, and I feel like we need more of them. There's just been like a bunch of like single player kind of games, or like I don't know. I just want more couch games or like LAN games.
For sure.
People,
honestly, we need more.
Yeah, people who hate on those are just weird. It's like you can just simply not play it, friend. You don't have to like.
Exactly.
People who get upset at.
I'm sorry, I have friends that I want to play games with.
Yeah, just the people. Right. Yeah, the people who get upset with that just don't have friends.
And it's like friend swap, I think, is a really funny way to refer to it. First of all, but like we need more friend swap games that are not horror, because
like I just want to be casual.
Right. I don't want to be scared all the time. My friends try to get me to play Repo with them all the time, and I hate Repo. Not because it's a bad game or friend swap or whatever, but because I get real scared at it, and then it's not fun because I'm cowering under a table the whole time.
I want to play Repo so bad, but like I need to find people to play with.
But what is that other game by the Peak developers? What's that about?
Peak developers, the Crash Out Crew?
Yep.
Oh, so you're basically getting forklift certified, and you have to like deliver these packages to like a truck. Like a truck will come in and say, "Oh, we need like four of these berries or like four of these beehives or whatever." And like there's always like challenges that you select to add to the stage. So there's three stages of within one stage. So the first stage is usually easy, but then like once you complete it, it'll say, "All right, choose between these two. There's either ghost that's gonna throw your packages around, or the floor is lava, which is gonna like either destroy your packages or like burn you and make you crash out."
Oh, this
And
team
crashing out is basically, huh?
this team also made another crab's treasure, the Souls like where you play
Mhm.
as a hermit crab.
Yeah, which I did not know until later.
And what's it, going under? The roguelike about being a part of a startup company that sucks.
What? I
Yeah,
didn't.
Going Under is actually my favorite aggro crab game. It's so fun, and it's like it's a very not short roguelike, but it's not a very deep one, but it's really really fun because you get to like
Hmm.
use office supplies, and it pokes fun of like it's done in the corporate art style, and it just really pokes fun at the whole like having an office job thing, and it's like haha, it's relatable. Uh, it's relatable.
I need to get more into like the games that they have because I feel like so far they've only been producing bangers,
Mhm,
in my opinion. Just
mhm.
like Super Giant Games, they also produce a lot of
For
bangers.
Yeah.
sure.
My first game with them was Transistor, and I was like obsessed with them for like the longest. I still am. It's like my desktop on every laptop that I have,
I
or
still
like a
need to
phone I have.
play
Yeah, unfortunately,
So
Transistor.
good.
unfortunately, no other like super giant game interests me in any way, shape, or form. Like I go back and
You
look at
should
them
play
and
it.
go like, "Oh man, these just don't look interesting to me." But I
What?
I
You
thought the same
spoiled
thing
us,
about
Hades.
Hades
They're
originally.
so good. Oh my gosh. I feel like Transistor walked so Hades could
Oh no, of
run.
course it
That's
definitely
just
did. It definitely did. But like, it doesn't look fun to me.
Mm.
it's so awesome, man. You're missing out. You're missing out. Like one game I wanted to get into because I feel as though that also walked so Hades could run was like Pyre. Pyre?
Mhm.
That was also like a very interesting game. I've never like played it myself, but I've been wanting to. But hey, now that I'm talking about it, maybe I'll get these games later on.
I was gonna say Pyre has a demo on Steam, so
The more I know.
Yeah, Pyre looks
Dude,
more
you might
interesting to
be
me
playing.
than Transistor.
mm.
Ah, get out of here, man. You're fired. So
Fire.
good.
Fire me from
You're
my own
fired from your
podcast.
podcast.
Well, for me, always playing rivals. Uh, but this morning I checked out Battlefield 6 because they did they're doing like it's free for a week to play the main game, not just the battle royale. And I tried it out, and I'm not sure if it's for me. I'm playing a little bit more, but I think I'm just not used to playing first person shooters anymore. And I think I just need to play like
Mm.
the main like game mode, the big like uh, PvP mode. Um, because that's like the thing Battlefield's known for. I think all the game modes I played so far just weren't super fun, and I just felt like I was dying all the time, and I never knew where anyone was, and I was like, "What's going on?" But I found this cool guy who was playing with me, and he was helping me out. It was cool. Uh, I randomly decided to play God of War, the OG God of War. You both know I got a PS3 a while back, and I bought
Mhm.
dozens of PS3 games, including every single or all six of the first God of War games before 2018. God of War's one, or I already have God of War 3 remastered on PS4, so I got God of War 1 and 2, and God of War Ascension, which was the very last one before 2018, and then the PSP God of War games. And I started playing God of War 1 a while ago. Got pretty deep into it, then stopped playing it to play other games. And for the sake of just like making sure the PlayStation 3 still worked and that it continues to work, I was like, I need to play it. So I cut it on and played a little bit. God of War. It was fun. Music in that is so good. The music,
Oh,
I don't know who composes God of War,
love
the first one. I know who composes the current ones, but Bear McCreary. But I remember who composed those first ones. But God, the music in those games is so good. The like main theme for God of War 3 is always in my head all the time. It's never out of my head.
Always. I have it on Spotify.
Yeah.
it.
But as I'm playing God of War, I'm hearing like I didn't notice it before, like the way they bring in motifs from the very first theme from God of War into the one for 2018. I never noticed it before, and I was like, oh, I recognize that because the God of War and God of War Ragnarok soundtracks are some of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. Like I listened to those on repeat after I played those games.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm also playing Resident Evil 2. Like I said, randomly got the urge, and I'm absolutely running through it because it's a fun game. And easy. Like once you learn everything, it's light work. Once you play it once, and I've played it twice, so playing it for a third time, and it's a good time. And I thought, I'm realizing I do like Resident Evil 2 more than Resident Evil 4 remake, because it's more horror than Resident Evil 4, and I like in Resident Evil 4, every time you like face a group of enemies, you have to kill them all. Like that is the progression. In Resident Evil 2, I like that you are encouraged to like sometimes not kill them, like because it's either going to be a drain on ammo or they're like just not dying or whatever have you. You're encouraged to just sidestep them sometimes and just try to like get around them, and that's really fun versus just having to you're like kill them all. And it makes the like ammo conservation more fun, and I like having I mean, this might be crazy to some people, but this is something that later Resident Evil games don't do after, like, I think Code Veronica maybe, is like key items are no longer in your like inventory. They have their own separate inventory that doesn't like take up space. I like when key items like keys and like power batteries and like USB drives and like stuff like that are used for puzzles and to like progress the like story or whatever, or to unlock things, is in your like actual inventory and takes up space and forces you to make decisions. That's really fun to me.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. You're right, and you should say it.
So like, yeah, I'm realizing that I definitely like Resident Evil 2 remake more than Resident Evil 4, and I'm after I'm finished, I'm hopping right into Resident Evil 3 remake because I'm watching Tony Sadavici play Resident Evil 3 remake, and Nemesis in that is so good, but unfortunately he's underutilized. And Nemesis is like, he's probably only second to the Xenomorph in Alien Isolation as like one of the best video game survival horror pursuer enemies. Of course, for a long time, for a very long time, he was undefeated. There was nobody better than him. But I think Mr. X in the remake of Resident Evil 2 is better than the original Nemesis. And Alien, the Xenomorph in Alien Isolation is still the best because just the UI is insane. But
for sure,
Nemesis, the only reason people still consider Professor X, Mr. X to be better than Nemesis still is because you get such a small section of the game where Nemesis is actually pursuing you in an open-ish environment similar to Mr. X. I keep wanting to call him Professor X like he's fucking X-Man. Mr. X, similar to Mr. X in Resident Evil 2. And he is an upgrade of Mr. X in every way, shape, and form. Mr. X, he just, like, I'm playing Resident Evil 2 and he's currently pursuing me as I'm going through the police station. And once you once you kind of realize that he's kind of it's easy to break his ankles, you're not scared of him anymore. And you're just weaving. You're just dodging and weaving. And he's not scary anymore. And then sometimes he's only scary when he like pops up out of nowhere. But otherwise, he's not that scary. Like when you know he's chasing you, he's not that scary because you know you can get around him. Nemesis isn't that way, because Nemesis will do he does several things that Mr. X just won't. Nemesis will just launch into a dead fucking sprint at you. He will this
scary.
8-foot monster will just start running at you. Mr. X only walks. Nemesis runs. He also has a tentacle that he'll use to grab your ankles and pull you towards him. He has several different weapons throughout the game, a rocket launcher and a flamethrower. He will...
rocket launcher is insane.
He will sidestep your grenades.
He scares me so bad. Because what do you mean you're like dodging my grenade launcher?
And he will just simply leap over you and then immediately swing at you. And the only thing that doesn't make him annoying and could potentially make him trivial is you have a dodge roll that if you like perfectly like dodge it, you get like a slowdown time. You can get like a hit shot off on zombies, but with him, obviously you're not going to do any damage to him, so you can just run. And the dodge roll in Resident Evil 3 is really fun. And if you're really good at that, then he's kind of not a problem because you can just dodge out of the way all the time. But they do a good job of like, because he's so scary and so fast and so tense, it's hard to nail the timing because you're too scared to to like actually hit the button at the right time. Nemesis is awesome in that game, but they don't give you enough time of him actually pursuing you, and it sucks. And it's a good game. I like it, but I've never played the original. But people who have played the original say that like they unfortunately cut some content, which sucks. And I want to hope that someday they come back and add that content back, because you are supposed to be able to go through the RPD office with Jill, but you don't. You just go through it with the other character in the game, Carlos. And there's also a clock tower segment where you go through a clock tower, and the clock tower is in the game. You just don't go into the clock tower, and that also sucks. And I'm like, damn, y'all just removing content.
Right.
Like one day, I want to hope that they go back and add that stuff. I doubt it, but it'd be cool.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, we got too much stuff for me to go on around about Resident Evil 2. Hades 2. Still playing Hades 2 every now and again. Ghost of Yote. I'm trying to make some significant progress on that game this week while I'm off. And I played some of it earlier today. It's real fun. I'm at a section where there are ninjas. I'm in a snowy section, and they will just pop out of the snow and attack me with Kusarigamas. But now I have a Kusarigama, so they about to get fucked up. Yeah, Ghost of Yote is a good time. Yeah, moving on to trailers and news, starting with Fatekeeper. If you haven't seen this trailer, you can watch it as we talk, Bree. But according to the Steam page, venture into a handcrafted world where ruins whisper of past cataclysms. Master the art of sword and sorcery and forge your path with relics, spells, and choices that shape who you become in this first-person RPG. It doesn't have a release date just yet. A lot of people are comparing this to Dark Messiah, Might and Magic, an early game from Arcane, the devs of Dishonored, Prey, and Deathloop, which was a medieval fantasy action RPG / immersive sim, which I have bought on Steam but have yet to play. This looks cool, to be honest, and I'm excited to learn more. It's also kind of giving first-person Souls-like vibes as well, and it does look very fun. Might and Magic is a game that I'll get around to playing eventually. It looks really cool. Very much like if Arcane made Skyrim, kind of is what Might and Magic is, and that's what
it looks like.
That's also what this kind of looks like. So yeah, what did you think?
I don't know. It definitely looks very good, and like I can understand what people like about it. It just doesn't look like it's for me. The combat, I've played Skyrim. I don't really like the combat in Skyrim. It feels like clunky and slow to me, and this looks like it also feels very like clunky and slow. And it's like I don't know that for sure, because it's not out yet. I haven't played it, but I would be perfectly content with seeing someone else play this.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like Arcane is known for doing really good like first person melee combat. This isn't an Arcane game. This is a studio under THQ Nordic, and I think this might be that studio's first game. Of course, THQ Nordic is a bigger publisher, but specifically the studio that's making it under THQ Nordic, I think this might be their first game, because I didn't see it under any other games on their Steam page. And like their swordplay is much faster, and this one is definitely, like you said, slower. But maybe there would be weapons that move faster, hopefully.
I hope so, for this game's sake.
How about you, Brie?
I'm willing to give it a try only because I liked playing Skyrim, but only because it was like really glitchy. But of course, hopefully it won't be the same way. But I feel like I would have to watch like someone else play it in order for me to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go and like buy it and do it myself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So next we have the Xbox Partner Preview, where we got trailers for a bunch of different games. That again, Brie, you can watch these as we talk about them, starting with Armatus. So according to the Steam page, Armatus is a third-person roguelite shooter set in the demon-infested ruins of Paris. What's up with all these games taking place in Paris? As the last supernatural warrior of an ancient order, armed with powerful firearms and incredible celestial powers, scour the city in search of a lost gateway to heaven, the Sunless Gate. Speaking of Arcane, they're making a Blade game, and that game is also going to take place in Paris. What's up? What's going on? I mean, that game is literally going to be niggas in Paris.
Niggas in Paris.
But yeah, this game looks cool. It kind of looks like Returnal.
Ooh, true.
And that dev's most recent game, Saros, that comes out sometime next year. Yeah, this is set to release sometime in 2026, but this does look really cool. Yeah, it's giving Returnal vibes, very much like a super fast shooter where you're just jumping all over the place and shooting stuff. And it's a roguelike, much like Returnal and the upcoming Saros. So yeah, this looks interesting. What did you think?
Now, see, this I'll play. I'm a sucker for a priest with a gun, I fear. It gets me every time. Trigun got me. This got me. There's another thing that I'm thinking
Hellsing.
of that I can't remember. Hellsing got me. Like, I'm a sucker for a priest with a gun. It'll get me every time. And honestly, the gameplay for this like looks super, super fun. I think, like, in watching this and then comparing it to the trailer for Fatekeeper, I'm definitely like, I need the combat to be fast and chaotic because it's like otherwise I get bored.
It also kind of reminds me of what's that game that you play, Bree? This like I don't know if it's free to play, but it has like those like sci-fi people that move really fast.
I forget what you're talking about.
I can never remember the name of that game.
Warframe?
Warframe, yes.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me Warframe vibes.
It does look a little Warframe-ish. I like it.
But what did you think of Armatus?
Well, you guys basically said what I was thinking. Priest with a gun is my favorite trope.
It's just so good. It's so good.
It really is, especially if it's a giant gun shaped like a cross.
That may or may not shoot lasers and rockets.
Just give me a Wolfwood game.
Yeah, please. Listen, okay, not to go off on a tangent, but a Wolfwood game would go crazy. We have, like, there's already a Trigun-ish game with Gungrave. Like, I think we need to bite the bullet and make a Trigun game. There was supposed to be one, but then it got canceled. So I would buy it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It also kind of looks like what is that game where like you land on the planets and you fight like either robots or like alien spiders that live there and like for democracy.
Oh, Helldivers.
Oh, Helldivers.
Yeah, it kind of gives me Helldivers vibe.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's also a game I kind of wanted to play, but I don't know. I feel like it fizzled out for a lot of people, so it's like, who do I play with?
I mean,
right.
For people that you know, because I was like, I've been interested in playing it too.
Really? Okay, good.
Same here.
It's just, it costs
yeah.
money,
It does cost money.
It does cost money. And that's the only thing keeping me from like getting into it is that it costs money.
Yeah.
Like
if it didn't, I would.
Yeah. If I had a way to test it, I'd I'd play it, and then if I like it, then I'd buy it. But there's no like demo out, so like maybe they'll do a free week one of these days, like Battlefield style.
Be nice.
But next we have the Mound, Omen of Cthulhu. According to their Steam page, in up to 4-player co-op, form a group of explorers searching for treasure. In this cursed jungle, danger is everywhere, and monstrous creatures alter reality. Stay clear-headed and tame the jungle before it devours you. Releasing sometime in 2026. This kind of looks like a pirate-themed Left 4 Dead. That like 4-player like zombie PvE game.
I like games like that.
Yeah.
Same.
Cool. Anything else? Nope. Okay. So.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think I'm in the trailer for this one.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Did I send that one? I might not have.
No.
I don't think so.
Probably didn't. I probably kept it in my notes and meant to take it out, but forgot to. Next, we have Crownsworn. Explore a dark world inhabited by men and monsters in this action-packed platformer. Lay waste to the monsters that stand in your way with a wide array of stylish combat maneuvers as you attempt to unravel the truth behind the curse of Aiara. No release date just yet. This is a very Hollow Knight-looking roguelike / Metroidvania. 3 things that are usually up your alley, individually, So, does this do anything for you?
This does do something for me, mostly because it just looks like Hollow Knight. But that's not to say that it doesn't. Like, it definitely has its own identity.
It is kind of like
also being very Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight if it was a roguelike.
Yeah, it's like if you took Hollow Knight blasphemous and then sprinkled a little Hades on top to make its own kind of unique thing. And I rock with the heavy, so I'll probably be checking this out.
Yeah, I like games that are just a mix of games that I like.
Same.
Kind of reminds me of a game I used to play called Dust. I have never finished that, but I'm a fan of like games where you have to like backtrack a lot.
Me too.
That's why I like Resident Evil. Good time.
Yeah.
Don't backtrack.
Me Googling Dust and not putting in game and the Wikipedia article for Dust popping up, and I'm like, what?
It's like Dust and a Leafy Tail.
You want to learn?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, you're about to learn how all dust is just dead skin.
It's $3 right now, so I might buy it and check it out.
You're
It
gonna,
is a very cute game. I've never finished it. I do want to go back and play it and see if I can complete it, but like I got lost in
the
the
art
backtracking
style.
on it. It's so good. Like this man has lore. Have I found it out yet? No, he doesn't even know who he is.
you're gonna buy it, and Valve is just gonna send you a bag of dust in the mail.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm
I
looking
appreciate it.
at the Dust like Steam listing because their Steam's Black Friday sale is going on right now, and we love it. We love to see it. They have a bundle on there from it's like Xbox Game Studios Classics 2. The bundle is usually $135. It's $27 for 10 days.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Wait a second. There's a Dust too. Wait a second. Wait. That doesn't look nearly as good though.
Wait, okay, that might be a typo actually, because I'm looking at the page and it's like I think it put some of the games in there like 3 times.
Okay, next we have Echo Generation 2. Embark on a sci-fi deck-building RPG odyssey. Gather your crew, craft powerful decks, and battle across the stars to find your way home. Deal the cards, defy the cosmos, embrace the adventure. Releasing sometime in 2026. This has a very fun art style with an interesting looking kind of gameplay loop. And you know, I'm an art direction first kind of guy. If it looks cool visually, I'm like, you got me in. The gameplay just has to be fun now. Yeah, what did you think?
See, me, I'm a deck builder. Like, I love a deck builder game. Okay, I love a Balatro. I love a Slay the Spire, Library of Runia, etc., etc. And I think the mix of like voxel and 3D really does this game a lot of favors because it looks like a competent deck builder, but the art style is really what's drawing me in.
Yeah, it does look really fun. I saw the Balatro.
If I play, I have to watch someone play. I'm not good at deck builders. I suck at making decisions.
You play Balatro? You should play Balatro.
I've been thinking about it, but like, you know what? Balatro does seem fun. I've watched people play it.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's just kind of poker. Not really poker, but you know, it's inspired by poker.
Poker adjacent.
I also like poker.
We need a solitaire edition of Balatro. I think that would go crazy.
I promise I'm not a gambler.
Let's go to the casino. I've been wanting to go.
Look, I'm a gambler in Red Dead Redemption 2, okay? Whenever I play Red Dead Redemption 2, I just play goddamn poker for like an hour.
Why playing game when you can play in real life?
But I like playing games.
You could win us the money.
Maybe. Next, we have Vampire Crawlers. Deal world-ending combos and blitz through infested dungeons. Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wild card from Vampire Survivors, is a casual turn-based deck builder with roguelike elements. Master their turbo turn with your own hand of cards. Another deck builder. And this is coming day one to Game Pass in 2026, which if anybody has Game Pass, is 2026. And you know, this is the follow-up to Vampire Survivor. Does this one interest you?
Now, see, this I would play over Vampire Survivor. I like what Vampire Survivors is in concept. It just doesn't. I don't know if I would have fun with it. This though, this is definitely on my radar.
They'll put Castlevania in everything, but they won't give it a new game.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, what about you, Bri?
So chaotic, but like cool.
Yeah, that's Vampire Survivor. Very chaotic.
There's a lot going on. My brain is having trouble like tracking everything, but like as I'm looking at it, it does seem like something I could get into with a lot of tutorial.
Have you heard the Vampire Survivor remix of the Balatro theme?
I have, and it is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Have you heard the Vampire Survivors remix of the one theme from Juice theme from Harmony of Dissonance?
I've heard parts of it. I've not heard the whole thing. I need to go and listen to the Castlevania music they added to Vampire Survivor.
It's really good. It really made me like almost want to play it, but I'm like, I gotta stay strong. I said I wouldn't, so I won't. But sometimes I think about it and I'm like, maybe I should. So if you see the Steam pop up or like in my Discord activity and it's like Vampire Survivors, don't say nothing to me. Okay. Don't say nothing to me. I broke, okay? And I'll fully admit it that I broke, but hopefully that never happens.
All right. Next we have 007 First Light. James Bond is, of course, synonymous with fast cars packed with wild gadgets, and 007 First Light plans to honor that legacy with the inclusion of what else but a slick Aston Martin. The trailer showed a first look at the Aston Martin Valhalla, a state-of-the-art sports coupe with a few special modifications, guns, built in especially for on-duty 00 agents. It looks as though this car will become a much-needed sidekick to young Bond's activities in 007 First Light, which is releasing March 27th, 2026. This was lame as fuck. The car's cool. Like, James Bond is known for cars, specifically Aston Martins.
They did a lot of car in this trailer.
And, like, yeah, the DB5 is the very first one from the first movies. Is really cool. They brought it back for the last Bond movie. And, yeah, like, this is an iconic part of Bond's arsenal that should be made a big deal of. But the advertising for this game has been ass. It's been real bad. Like, they are making this game look bad. And it looks good, but they aren't really doing it any justice with the way that they're advertising it. And it's like, they got the money because this is from MGM, bro. MGM has the rights to James Bond. Their logo is all over the place. It's like, I know you have the money. Like, I don't know, maybe they're just going to start kicking the advertising into gear proper next year because the game comes out in March. But, like, what's happening? Give me something at the Game Awards, okay? Show me like some new trailer. Like, this was just weird, The devs of Hitman, a game franchise heavily inspired by James Bond, are making it a 007 game. That's awesome. But they're making it look lame. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts?
About the same.
All, about the same. But also, I didn't know there were multiple 00s. I've never watched a James Bond movie.
He's 007. That's what the movie's called. It's called 007.
I thought that was just a code name. I didn't realize that there was a 006, 005, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I agree.
Very silly. But it does.
James Bond movies.
I love James Bond. I've been watching them from the beginning. Thunderball, man. Thunderball is so... I can talk about Thunderball all day. I'm not going to. Thunderball is awesome. Thunderball is from the 60s, but they have... The last, 10-15 minutes is just an entire underwater fight, and it's great. And you just think about logistically, how did they do this in the 60s? Like, today you can imagine them doing this in various different forms, but back in the 60s, like, how did they do this? Did anyone get hurt? Like, what's happening? It's like a full-scale underwater battle between dozens of people. It's awesome. Anyway, I said I wasn't gonna talk about Thunderball. I'm gonna stop. I like James Bond. I like James Bond a lot, so I'm excited for this. And I like stealth games. I like immersive sims, and this is that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, next we have Total Chaos. Fort Oasis is no paradise. It's a decaying nightmare where reality crumbles. The creator of Turbo Overkill unleashes survival horror stacked with mysteries and monstrosities. Scavenge to craft weapons while a voice on your walkie-talkie guides you into the island's depths. Released November 20th, which I believe was the day that this happened, this showcase. I love me a good survival horror. We were literally just talking about that. As long as it has a decent dose of action. And this looks like it has some action. They showed a lot of guns, but I don't know if it has necessarily enough. It's out, so I have to check out some reviews before I decide if I want to actually play it. What did you guys think?
I thought it was really cool, and I'm reading the description on the trailer video while kind of rewatching it while we talk about it. And apparently, it started off as a Doom 2 custom WAD. Yeah, one of the most celebrated ones ever created, apparently. That's crazy.
I heard that I didn't hear that it was Doom specifically, but I heard that it started as a mod of another game. That's
And it
cool.
looks really good.
You see,
I
that
would
makes
let you
me
play it.
that
I
makes
love-
me feel like it's gonna be more action leaning if it started off as a mod for Doom.
For sure.
Yeah, I love me some Doom.
It kind of reminds me of like Outlast, but with guns, and also that one Resident Evil game where like one of the guys' name was like Sebastian or something.
Seven
like
or eight. Ethan Winters.
Yeah.
The most
Yeah,
boring
Ethan Winter.
video game protagonist known to man.
Also, it's got a little amnesia DNA in there too. Mostly with the
it
monster
does.
designs, and I really like that.
The environmental designs too. Very rusty.
Nasty. Very yellow.
Yeah.
Like yellow and brown.
But sticking on the horror train, we have ReAnimal. The creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 have returned to take you on a darker, more terrifying journey than ever before. In this horror adventure, a brother and sister go through hell to rescue their missing friends and escape the island that they used to call home. Releasing February 13th. A demo is out now, but I've yet to play it. I watched a lot of people play Little Nightmares 1, and I played Little Nightmares 2 myself in a single sitting. But I haven't touched 3, and it doesn't really interest me that much, to be honest. 3 was developed by Supermassive Games, the devs behind Until Dawn and The Quarry, while ReAnimal is being developed by Tarsier Studios, the OG Little Nightmares devs, and I am very excited to check this out. It'll be both couch and online co-op, so I'll be playing this with somebody else. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Definitely gonna check out that demo soon. What do you guys think? You guys play Little Nightmares or interested in Little Nightmares?
I played a little bit of the first one. Although it was fine. It's just not my kind of game.
Yeah, I think I gotta go back and play the first one eventually.
It also kind of reminds me of the game. It's the boy who wears like the red shirt. What's that called?
I know what you're talking about.
Inside, I think.
Yeah.
I think Inside, yeah. But like I said, I'm a fan of friend swap, so I would play this with someone too.
Real.
I mean, this isn't friend swap. This is just co-op. Just co-op horror game.
It is, but apparently anything that you play with someone else is friend swap.
Nah. Next we have Zoopunk. In the ruins. What? Hold on. I'm sorry. I got real confused. In the ruins clad in steel and tar, the struggle between beast and machine never ceases. Heartbeats are replaced by gears, reason intertwined with primal instinct. None can tell if this is right or wrong. Here, there are no saviors, only the instinct to survive, and a will that evolves unceasingly. Every modification is an act of defiance against fate. Every scar serves as proof of existence. Across wastelands and shattered cities, they ignite the spark of machinery. At the edge of neon and ruin, the wild still burns. Zoopunk, a fabled survival memory and awakening. Fucking this edgy ass description. This is releasing sometime in 2027, and it's a hack and slash replays an anthropomorphic bunny. And it looks cool. It looks fun.
It does.
There's something about it that's just
I love me a good hack and slash.
slightly off for me, and I think it might just be like we don't get a lot of like, not indie, because I'm not sure if this is indie, but we don't get a lot of like low budget action games like this. So when so I'm used to seeing like games like this of a like slightly higher quality. Not that this looked bad by any means, and I think that's what's making me go, this looks weird, but it looks good for what it is. And there's a longer gameplay video that's like 13 minutes that's out that I have to check out to see like how the game actually holds up and like real gameplay. So it does look fun. It looks interesting. I like me some hack and slash, and I hope it's good.
Love a good hack and slash.
Yeah, what did you guys think?
I
I
thought it
think
was
it's also very interesting. Only because like Anthros, and I don't see a lot of those kind of games. I mean, there's a lot more coming out as of late, but like a game that's like hack and slash like this is very new.
Yeah, like me and A talk about it all the time. We hate how Souls likes have co-opted the action game space. It sucks. But we're getting more hack and slashes. We got Ninja Gaiden 4, which is a huge step in the right direction.
That one I'm excited for too.
I got to get back into that. I got that on disc. Had to get it on disc. Ninja Gaiden 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Had to get the new one on disc.
I've never beat it, man. Never.
I've beaten that game several times. And I've also started it and not finished it several times too. Like after finishing it a couple times. Like I played the remaster that came out not too long ago, which they haven't released physically, and I hope they release physically eventually. I want to have Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on disc. But next we have Hitman World of Assassination Elusive Target. The next Hitman Elusive Target mission is on the way, and it's a truly fantastic concept. This job sees Agent 47 tasked with hunting down none other than the alter ego Slim Shady, at the request of, yes, rapper Eminem himself. In this world, the younger Slim Shady has become an entirely separate, violent entity, and our intrepid assassin is tasked with taking him out by the real Eminem, in fear that his own creation will come for him. We're truly excited for this one. Yeah, that's about it. This releases December 1st, so next week. Hitman has been doing these elusive targets where they get celebrities or famous character that actors have played in the game to be assassinated. They've done Jean-Claude Van Damme, Mads Mikkelsen as Le Chiffre from 007 Casino Royale, and Bruce Lee, which is kind of in poor taste. But yeah, now they're doing Eminem, which is weird but kind of funny.
Wouldn't have been my
expecting it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been my first choice, but you know.
Yeah, I like Eminem. I like his music. Like he's one of my favorite rappers. But seeing him in this game is just so random.
Bizarre.
But next we have the last game, but not the last thing that was announced at this that we're going to talk about. Is Tides of Annihilation. Tides of Annihilation is a fantasy action adventure inspired by Arthurian legend. Uncover the mystery of an otherworldly invasion in a shattered modern London, unleashing hordes of enemies. As Gwendolyn, fight alongside spectral knights to save your family and piece a broken world back together. No release date just yet. Gwendolyn, the main character, is voiced by Jennifer English, who voices Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3 and Mael in Expedition 33. And we saw this game for the first time at a PlayStation State of Play a few months ago. Or maybe it was last year, I don't know. It was a while ago. And we compared it to Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy 16 in gameplay and aesthetic. And this boss battle further proves that comparison is apt. This boss battle was straight out of Final Fantasy 16. It was like the perfect amount of spectacle and gameplay. The moment where the dragon is leaping through the reflection of the pond is insane. This boss fight is awesome. I don't know if you've ever seen Bree. Actually, hey, I don't know if you played either. Y'all gotta play Final Fantasy 16. The boss battles in Final Fantasy 16 are crazy. But yeah, this looks cool. This looks really cool. I hope.
So cool. Now, this is a game I would play, especially because it's like a very intense bullet hell.
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't look good about this to me, but it doesn't even have a release date yet, so you can fix this. The like facial animations I don't like. It's not great. It doesn't fit the performance that Jennifer English is giving. But also on top of that, there's also a previous gameplay that they showed before that had a boss fight that you guys should check out. And yeah, I don't like the character designs. I believe this is from a Chinese studio, and this is that usual Chinese studio thing of just these over-sexualized women. And for me, they're going for this art style that a lot of games like this tend to go for. That there's only one game that I think has done it successfully that looks aesthetically pleasing in my eyes. That's Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. In that trilogy of games, where they're going for like anime kind of like facial structure, realism. but with realistic skin texture. The only game that has successfully done that to me are those Final Fantasy games. And Final Fantasy 16 does it really good as well. Really, actually, just all Final Fantasy games that have gone, just modern Final Fantasy games. So like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, 15, and 16. They do that very well because what they do is that there is a level, I think, of somewhat imperfections, which I think part of what makes something look good is that it's not completely perfect, but they're going for this perfect, almost AI looking like woman that is meant to be the most aesthetically pleasing person ever. And because of that, there's an uncanny valley there that is just strange to look at, Whereas with the Final Fantasy games, there's a level of imperfection there where they're very good looking, but there's some flaws in the facial features that make it go like, okay, now it feels like a person. It doesn't feel like
Right.
like a doll. Like there's life.
And that, like, they
Granted,
tried so
granted
hard
though,
to make her.
the budget for Final Fantasy games are probably way bigger too, though. But go ahead.
True. Yeah, they tried so hard to like make her sexy that like it loops right back around to just being unnerving. It's like also her eyes are super far apart. Like that's what's really throwing me off. Like
that's just what white people look
paused on
like.
a frame of her.
I'm joking.
You're not incorrect, but like a decent game though, just not. I don't know. It feels like Final Fantasy 16, but like it's trying way too hard. Or not 16. Is it 16 the one that most recently came out?
Yeah.
You just said it.
Yeah,
and
16.
I immediately forgot. Yeah. It looks like it's trying so hard to be 16 that like it kind of shoots itself in the foot in that way. And I wish it had a little bit more of its own identity. Because that would make it stand out to me more. And like actually want to play.
To me,
it's like for all that, I could just go play Final Fantasy 16.
which you should. But to me, the Arthurian legend stuff is really fun. Also, you fight with knights like stands from JoJo. And that's really cool.
That is really neat.
Like I assume it's probably the Knights of the Round Table.
Right.
Which is probably a direct Final Fantasy reference because some of the most powerful summons in Final Fantasy VII specifically are called the Knights of the Round, and they are, those knights. So yeah, that's probably a direct Final Fantasy reference.
Depo.
What about you, Bree? Anything else to say?
No, but I feel like I will play this game because I don't know, I just like the style of it. But I do agree with the points you guys made earlier about how it's like trying a bit too hard to be Final Fantasy 16. And honestly, with that being the case, I might play that too, just because if this is similar to that or even better, then might as well get it.
Yeah, it's a good game. I didn't play the second DLC. I might have to get around to that. I think I have it downloaded because I think it did cost money at some point, but then after a while they just made it free. But lastly, something that they announced very briefly was Xbox full screen coming to PC. The Xbox full screen experience was created for the Xbox ROG Ally X handheld to give Windows-based handheld PCs a better user experience. But now it's coming to PC proper. And this is a sign, Aiara, the thing we've been talking about. This is a sign that the Xbox PC future that we've talked about a lot on this podcast is coming. Speaking of which, moving on to the next thing. The Steam Machine. Valve.
Yes!
Valve has announced a new Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is the PC experience in a plug-and-play console-like package and comes with a monitor/TV version of SteamOS, which was originally created for the Steam Deck, the Valve's portable console. And do you guys see where I'm going with this? Xbox has been slowly pulling out of the traditional console space and will likely make a pre-built PC that comes loaded with Xbox full screen, but also has Windows 11 functionality. And that is the biggest reason why I don't think I'm like, for a second, I thought about it, but I don't think I'll get the Steam Machine because I'd rather wait for whatever Xbox is going to do, which may also end up being cheaper because the rumor is that the Steam Machine will not be priced like a console and it will instead be priced like a PC. Supposedly, it's as powerful as 6 Steam Decks, which is Steam and a Steam Deck can play Cyberpunk 2077, so that's pretty powerful.
Right.
But yeah, this is what I've been waiting for from PC gaming. For big tech companies to start making pre-built PCs with a dedicated gaming interface that is on par with like console interfaces like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, and that's also at a lower spec point. As more people get into PC gaming, the only thing holding some people back is the price and the kind of like technical knowledge and skill needed to actually build them. Eliminating those would just have PC reign supreme. So yeah, what do you guys think about the Steam machine and like the future of like pre-built PCs and Xbox potentially going down this route?
Big fan of it. The Steam machine especially. Like, if the price point is reasonable, I'd honestly probably get that over a Steam Deck.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how much it's gonna cost because, like, obviously my PC that I have currently was not cheap, but they were
Yeah.
having a sale. But like, if the Steam machine runs like almost like 5 Steam Decks, then that's kind of crazy. But I
Yeah,
can
and
kinda
then like
see it.
it's like about time for me to get a new computer anyway, because my clunker that I got secondhand off Mercari fights for its life every day. And I have to like fight Windows not to update to Windows 11 because I know that'll be the end of it. I know
Oh
that'll
my
be the end of my
gosh.
poor computer.
I had the same thing that happened to my laptop. Like it was branded as like a gaming laptop also, but I use it
Mhm.
mainly for school. And then one day it updated to Windows 11 and it just could not cut on. And like it took everything in me not to just break that thing in half. But I managed to like reboot it and like get it back to Windows 10 and it works completely fine. I was like, never do that again.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah, you gotta
I
like
don't
turn
know
off automatic
about Windows
updates.
11. Yeah, I turned it
Windows
off
11
immediately because I had like the thing where you get to do the beta testing and they selected my laptop for it. And it was not great. I'm like, why is it black screening? Why won't it like stay on? What is going on?
Yeah, that's
But
fun.
yeah, I'm kind of low key. Like I was hesitant at first when they first came out with it because I was like, why are they selling me this cube? But it kind of makes sense, especially since I'm like way into Steam now.
Yeah, like this could if it's at a good price point. This is something that I think would be great for a lot of people. Um,
Mhm.
you get the most games, playing on PC since now everything from Xbox is on PC, and PlayStation puts
Yeah.
some of their games on PC every now and again too. So
I just like the idea of modding things, so which is very hard to do on console if you can do it.
next, before we get into some reviews, unfortunately, we still have a decent amount of stuff. Only because these last few things are like big, not because it's a lot.
Mhm.
We have a lot left. Just we have some things that we're gonna talk about a lot. Um,
Mm.
Starting with the Game Award nominees, they were announced,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go through them and discuss like who we would vote for. So we're of course gonna skip stuff like esports team and content creator of the year. Um,
Ooh.
and me and Ira have talked about this. I hate the way they do it. When you go to vote, which by the way, you guys should you should vote all the time in most things, but also this. It's crazy to be like, yeah, go vote for the Game Awards. We of course encourage you to vote at your local elections as well. And yeah, they make you start with Game of the Year, and I'm like, no, you build up to Game of the Year. You start at the bottom and you go to the top, but no, you start from the top and go to the bottom. And I'm like, why? But yeah, we're gonna start from the bottom with most anticipated game. And the well, let me read the description. So most anticipated game. You guys can open this up as well and like vote if you want. I already voted. So most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. So we have 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. Can you guess what I
Mm,
picked?
I don't know. These are like some decent options.
I chose GTA 6. I mean, come on.
I was low key thinking it. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They keep pushing it back.
It's GTA 6. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back again. I'm really excited for that. It's been so long. What would you guys choose?
Wolverine,
Mm,
only because I love that man.
Mm,
what do you mean by that?
that's the thing.
Yeah, what about you?
I don't know. I don't think I have a good vote for this one because like I anticipate these games as like a person who plays video games and like in a general sense, but it's like I don't I don't feel any attachment to any of these video
I
games, which is
mean,
unfortunate.
you're an X-Men fan. I feel like Wolverine probably would, of all of these, might be the most.
Probably either that or Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, next we have best adaptation, and boy, Bree, are you going to be upset about something that they omitted, despite the fact that it released in between last voting season and this one. So we have the Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, The Last of Us Part 2, or Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn, that horrible fucking movie.
God, that movie's bad.
You know what they omitted?
Watch it. What?
Sonic
Vegas?
fucking 3,
What?
which I would have voted
Why?
for. I would have voted for
absolutely
it.
would've voted for it.
And the thing is, I
But
think
why?
they forgot because it came out in December. But legitimately what happened is I think they just straight up forgot that this came out in between the last voting period and this one. It should have been there because guess what? Every category has six things you choose from. This only has 5. Sonic 3 should have been here and it would have won. No, it wouldn't have won because Last of Us would have won. But I don't know.
Should have been here.
I guess that would be like my second choice.
But like
Actually, that would probably be my first choice because I do love the Sonic movie. Don't get me wrong,
Sonic
but
3 was
Last of
so
Us-
good. But I would have chose Last of Us 2. I forgot about Last of Us. But yeah, like it's crazy that it wasn't even here.
wasn't
It
even
should have been
a
here
thought.
over fucking Until Dawn, that's for sure.
100%.
God, that
Yeah.
movie.
Like I can't believe it. It's
Ugh.
insane.
I can't believe that's even on here to begin with. Like, that's offensive to me.
Yeah, it's such a strange movie. It's one of those things where it's like it's clearly the director wanted to make just an original movie, but the only way he could get it greenlit was by putting an IP on it, and I don't blame him for that.
Mhm.
I blame the studios.
That's how I feel about the Yakuza show.
Mm.
Like it's its own thing, but like they had to put like a Kazuma Kiryu thing to it, and it makes me so upset. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is good on its own. It's not good as a Yakuza story.
Yeah, that happens. There's a lot of stuff I'm like, this is good if it was his own thing, but as like this like an adaptation of something else, it's weird. Like I feel that way about the live action Cowboy Bebop. If it's as its own thing, it's fun, but as Cowboy Bebop, it's not that good. And like, I'm realizing now that you see like a lot of mafia stuff, like why you like Yakuza so much.
Listen,
Yeah, that makes sense. That's right.
But yeah, next we have best multiplayer.
Prime life anytime.
We have Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. I can guess what you're gonna vote for. Yeah, Peak. I haven't played any of these. Well, I've played Battlefield 6 now, but I still haven't played enough of it to be like, yeah, I'll vote for that. I would probably vote Split Fiction if I played it. I'm excited to play it eventually. I just haven't got around to it, and I need to finish their last game. It Takes Two first, which me and my brother was playing. We need to finish that.
This
It
is.
takes me is also pretty neat.
It is. It's a cute game. This is a divisive take from me. I'm picking Night Rain, and simply because it has a beautiful woman in it. Like,
Oh my god! You know what? Same.
that's all it
because
takes.
Wolverine.
That's all it takes. Night Rain has a beautiful woman in it, so it has my vote.
Split Fiction also was like a very interesting concept. Like I really like the idea. I feel like they could have portrayed some of the characters a bit differently because like I think their personalities are pretty alright, but like some people just dog on them a bit too much. I forget the girl's name with the short black hair. But a lot of people don't like her for some reason. I liked her. She was very realistic. Personally.
Yeah. Next, we have best sports/racing. We have EA Sports Football Club 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I chose Rematch. Rematch is a soccer game made by the devs of Sifu, and it's really fun. And I played it a lot on Game Pass when it first came out. I don't have Game Pass anymore, so I don't play it anymore. But it was a good time when I did play it. And yeah, either of these you guys care about sports racing, Sonic or Mario?
I don't know what I would choose because I don't know. Maybe I would choose the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds only because like there's a lot of like Mario racing games, even though World is also seems like really good. But I don't know. Sonic fan.
Yeah, you guys gotta come over to my place so we can play Mario Kart World.
Yeah,
World is fine, but I wouldn't pick it over Cross Worlds, honestly, having played it.
Yeah.
I think Mario Kart 8 is like one of, if not the best. No, that's not true. Mario Kart 8 is a very close second to me. I think Wii was top tier Mario Kart. we don't get any better than that, I fear.
Okay. Next, we have best sim/strategy. I've been forgetting to read their descriptions. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. So we have Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 2, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, The Altars, and 2 Point Museum. The Altars is a game I really want to play. Have you guys heard of The Altars?
I have
No.
not.
It's this game where I'm better off reading the Steam description because it's so
You look
cool.
good.
I just haven't got it's on Game Pass too. I just haven't gotten around to it. Explore an emotional sci-fi game with a unique blend of survival, adventure, and base building elements. Help Jan Dolsky, the sole survivor of an ill-fated space expedition, create alternate versions of himself to escape a hostile planet and tackle personal turmoils with this unconventional crew. So he makes a crew of himself, and how he does it is there's this like machine that like pulls versions of him from timelines where like his life was different, like this, a very specific thing about his life changed, so it's completely different. So they are like an engineer or a doctor or something like that, and he gets them to crew the ship, and it's very interesting. Like sometimes it's just like he
That does sound
he
interesting.
doesn't get divorced from his wife, or he like stops his abusive dad, or like stuff like that, and it like completely changes his life, and it's really cool. And I have to get around to it eventually, but I haven't played any of these games, but I would choose the Altars if I did. But because I didn't play any of the games, I don't vote. I don't vote for stuff that I didn't like if I haven't played any games in the category.
I feel like if I had the vote, I'd probably vote for that because it sounds like Mickey 17. I don't know if you watched
Yes,
that
I
movie,
love that
but
movie.
it sounds like if that was a game,
Yeah, it does.
you know.
Well,
Mickey 17 was such a good movie.
yeah.
I didn't think I'd love it so much.
Oh yeah, shout out to Bong Joon-ho, same guy that did Parasite, which I think you watched that for the first time over at my place a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember the. I think about it so often. It was so funny.
Next, we have Best Family for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. We have Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, 2 Lego games, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. I, of course, chose Donkey Kong Bonanza. That game's awesome. God, the end of that game is so good. Donkey Kong Bonanza is great. So I choose that. You guys got to vote for that.
Okay.
Probably Bonanza.
I'll vote because you like it. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, it's real fun. I've also heard that Lego Party is really good. Next, we have Best Fighting for the best game design, primarily around hit-to-hit combat. They made a real bad mistake a few years ago where they put Sifu in Best Fighting Game. That is not a fighting game. That's an action game. We have 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. Most of these are re-releases. Fighting Collection is a collection of old fighting games. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is a collection of old fighting games. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo is a remaster of a fighting game from like 15 years ago. The only new games here are 2XKO and Fatal Fury City of Wolves. So those should really be the only ones up for consideration. But there weren't a lot of fighting games that came out this year, so it's slim pickings. But yeah, if I had to vote, I wouldn't vote actually. I just haven't played any of these, so I just wouldn't vote.
Yeah.
I haven't played any fighting games this year, any new ones at least. Next, we have Best RPG for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. After this, we're going to discuss how they need to change the categories, but because sometimes it's weird with like what they put in certain categories. This one this year though, not any weird games. These are all actual RPGs. We have Avowed, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, The Outer Worlds 2, and my vote. Can you take a good guess? What was nominated and what I voted for? Best RPG that came out this year that I won't shut up about and is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Was it Monster? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it was Monster Hunter Wilds. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I love that game. You guys got to play that eventually.
I know, it's on my docket.
My
vote
ordered a second physical copy for PlayStation 5 that is a steelbook. That's how much I love the game. I already have it physically on Xbox,
crazy.
and I bought it again for PlayStation. I put the collector's edition, whatever, for PlayStation.
Crazy work. You sound like me with Nier. But for this category, my vote actually goes Kingdom Come Deliverance. And part of that is because I haven't played Clair Obscura yet, and part of that is because it has like realistic blacksmithing mechanics, and I am so into that. So into it. It's like I am a sucker for like realistic medieval depictions of things. So like, you know, it's got me. It's got me.
Yeah, that game I've heard a lot of good things about. Doesn't look up my alley, but it definitely looks cool. Next, we have Best Action / Adventure for the Best Action Adventure Game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. We have Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Split Fiction. And I chose Ghost of Yotei. Because when it comes to like, this is another one of those things that I think this is a category that shouldn't exist and it should be split into several categories. I mean, to just get into it a little bit, I think it should be split this way. It should be split into well, no, I'll talk about it later because I'll have to talk longer about it, and I want to get through this. What would you guys pick?
Probably Silk Song.
Yeah.
Only because I haven't played Yotei yet.
Fair. You're gonna like it definitely because I know you like Ghost of Tsushima. Next, we have Best Action Game. It's weird that there's a Best Action and Best Action Adventure. This is why these things need to change. For the best game and the action genre focused primarily on combat. We have Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance, a game that I played the demo of, and I need to play it eventually, but I still need to finish the 2D Ninja Gaiden game. There's so many games. So many games came out this year. God damn it. I chose Hades 2. That game's great. Again, my least favorite Doom, but my favorite Hades. So, and my like third favorite Ninja Gaiden 4, so it's like, you know, it had to be Hades.
It all works out.
Next, we have Best VR AR. No, we're gonna skip this. Don't know why I give it down. Above VR.
Okay.
You don't know.
We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip Best Mobile.
No, wait.
What do you want to talk about?
I know we don't usually care about mobile games. I voted Uma Musume, and if you don't like it, listener, you're wrong.
Okay.
Oh,
the horse girl game.
Yeah, I love raising my horse.
That makes sense.
It's fun.
I mean, it's that I don't like. It's not sense. That I don't care about mobile games. They were just done that I didn't think any would interest anybody.
I get you. It's really fun though. I can. It's a gacha game that I can recommend in good conscience because it's like it's not as predatory as most other gacha games, which is nice.
It's based off of real horses.
Yes, and they're so cute.
Next, we have Best Debut Indie Game. For the best debut game created by an independent studio, we have Blueprints, Despelote, Dispatch, and Clair Obscura Expedition 33. Take a good hard guess which one I chose.
Dispatch.
Nope, it was Clair Obscura. I love Dispatch. Dispatch is great, and that's going to be the very last thing we talk about today because that's done and I finished it. But I chose Clair Obscura because as great as Dispatch was, Clair Obscura was just something new and different. Whereas Dispatch was great, a great version of something we've seen before. Clair Obscura was just it was just different. We're talking about debut indie. That one was just a what's the phrase? I can't remember, but it's good. There's a specific phrase I want to use. Lightning in a bottle. That's what it was.
Okay.
Next, we have Best Independent Game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. We have Absalom, Ball X Pit, Blueprints, Hollow Knight 6 Silk Song, Hades 2, and you guessed it, my vote, Clair Obscura Expedition 33, because everything it was nominated for, almost everything. I vote for it.
I was gonna say, this is a crazy lineup also.
Yeah. Insane lineup. Absolutely insane lineup. Divisive. No matter what wins, no one's going to be upset, unless it's Ball X Pit. Not that it's a bad game, just that, or Absalom. Again, good games, but Blueprints, Hollow Knight, Hades 2, and Clair Obscura Expedition 33 outclass Absalom and Ball X Pit, significantly. Especially in terms of popularity. But it's right. This is definitely stacked, and I'm not gonna be mad about whatever wins, even though I think it's probably between Hollow Knight, Hades, and Clair Obscura, and I'm leaning towards Clair Obscura. Blueprints, this was a big game. I feel like if Blueprints wins anything, it's gonna be one of the indie categories. or I think it was only voted for indie categories anyway. I don't think it was like Game of the Year. But next we have something else. Skip. It was best community export and best ongoing games, which never mind. I'm not going to skip that one because best ongoing has Marvel Rivals, and I voted for that. It also has Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. And Marvel Rivals is so good. We'll talk about season 5. That's another one of the last things we have to talk about.
Okay.
And then we have games for impact. We have Consumi, Despelote, Lost Records Bloom Rage, which is by the original Life is Strange devs. Wanderstop, which is a game that looked really cool. That it kind of just came and went when it actually released. And then we have South of Midnight, which was the kind of like PS2 style action game with that really cool like Spider-Verse style art style that takes place in like the Deep South, surrounding like that culture of like mythology, which was really cool. That I played a little bit of, but I just didn't love it, so I didn't finish it. But I voted for that because I did play it and it was fun for what it was, and it looked cool, and it was just a type of game that I want more of, starring Black people, especially Black women, talking about like Black American culture. It was just really cool. It just, unfortunately, the gameplay wasn't very good, but I might finish it one of these days just to like get through the story because the story was really fun.
Get me in the game dev scene because I will make a game full of Black people.
Oh, for sure, same.
I have so many story ideas, man. That will probably also work as game.
Next, we have
shows or movies.
Innovation in accessibility. We got recognizing software and /or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We have Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 2026, and South of Midnight. I chose South of Midnight. Accessibility options aren't that good, if I'm being honest. I don't know why it's here. But next we have, I chose Doom: The Dark Ages because you can there are difficulty sliders. You don't just pick, you don't just pick easy, medium, hard. There's also an option to take individual gameplay mechanics and put them on a sliding scale of how hard you want those specific mechanics to be, which is awesome. And I think I messed around with it and had to adjust stuff to make it fun for myself. And I love when games do that. More games need that, especially action games specifically. This is a thing that action games need to do, to be able to adjust parry timing and windows and game speed. I and a lot of people thought Doom: The Dark Ages was too slow. It wasn't. I never turned up the speed. But you can adjust it. You can make it faster if it is too slow for you. There's stuff like that if you need to have certain needs that need to be met, you can get real granular with the accessibility, which I love. Next we have best performance, which you guys are gonna freak out when you see that half the cast is fucking Expedition 33 actors.
Right. That goes crazy.
It is Bidstar, who played Verso in Claire Expedition 33, Charlie Cox, aka Daredevil, who played Gustav in Claire Expedition 33, Erika Ishii, who played why am I forgetting the name of the character of the game that I just played this morning? The main character in Ghost of Yote. Jennifer English, who plays Mayal, my favorite character, who I voted for in Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Kanatsu Kato, who played the main character in Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker, who played Indiana Jones in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Troy Baker is a god amongst men. He, I would say, second best Indiana Jones actor after the man himself, Harrison Ford. He does an impeccable Harrison Ford impression. You don't know it's Troy Baker. There are certain moments we can hear it a little bit, but for the most part, you're just like, oh, this is just Harrison Ford. He's reprising his role as Indiana Jones in this game. It's no, that's Troy Baker. He's really good at his job. There's a reason why he's so famous. There's a reason why
Troy Baker has a lot of range. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a reason why he's the most famous video game voice actor. But yeah, half of them being Claire Obscure actors is in my opinion, a little egregious. Pick 2.
Yeah.
We didn't need 3. Reality loved Charlie Cox. He didn't need to be here. And he himself said any awards that his character wins should be given to the motion capture actor, which great, love him for that. Next we have best audio design. We have Battlefield 6, Clay Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. I chose Clay Obscure because it's the only one I played, But shooters always have great audio because you need that when you're playing a shooting game. You hear people around you and stuff like that, and the sound of the guns and things like that. That's always great. Horror games also, for the exact same reason, need to have really good audio. So I would be surprised if that one. Ghost of Yote, I like the soundtrack of that. But this isn't soundtrack. This is sound design, and like there's not sound design in Ghost of Yote that I'm like specifically loving. Death Stranding, very detailed, expensive game. I'm sure it has some great sound design. I don't know necessarily why Clay Obscure is here, but the sound effects are fun, like for like parry and stuff like that. So I was like, it's the only one here I played, and I wanted to win as many awards as possible, so I chose it. Now, here's the big dog. Best score and music. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and / or silenced or licensed soundtrack, we have Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Tomo Otawa for Ghost of Yote, Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, and Lorien Testard for Clay Obscure Expedition 33. You guys couldn't begin to guess what I chose. It was Hades 2. Hades 2 soundtrack is awesome. I'm lying to you. I chose Clay Obscure Expedition 33. Of course I did.
Oh
like,
my
what
God.
are you thinking?
I'm mad that you got my ass.
It is plausible that I could have chosen Hades 2. I love Hades soundtrack in general. Hades 2 soundtrack is also just as good as the first one, I think. But I think no. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the soundtrack of both games equally, of the Hades game. But Clay Obscure has ascended anything. I think I for sure like way more so than I did with Hades and Hades 2. I am still listening to music from Clay Obscure. Like I think I listened to a song from Clay Obscure this morning. Like I love the game. This is for sure about to go down as like one of my favorite games of all time. For best art direction, we have Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong, Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, and Clay Obscure Expedition 33. Again, guys, you couldn't begin to guess. Not joking this time, I actually did vote for Hades 2. Clay Obscure looks great, don't get me wrong, great art direction, great design and all that. But Hades 2 is just hit different. Like the visual design of Hades 2 is the reason is the reason I played the first Hades. That and the music. Actually, and the characters. Never mind. There's a lot of things that made me play Hades for the first time. But it was mostly the art though. The art, because I thought I wouldn't like Hades. I really did. And that's why I'm like, maybe I would like other Supergiant games, because I thought I wouldn't like Hades. But I thought I wouldn't like it, but the art was so good and it was on Game Pass. So I was like, let me check it out. And I loved it. And Hades 2 is all of that, but at the very least, just as good and in a lot of ways better. And it's stylized. And I'm always going to love stylized over realistic. And like Clay Obscure Expedition 33 is like the best version of... It's not realistic. I'm not even trying to call it realistic. It like borderlines on realistic in like the way the characters look sometimes, but it kind of like it's exaggerated. Characters' eyes are much bigger than they would be in real life. Their heads are bigger. Like their proportions and everything about the characters in Clay Obscure Expedition 33 is nowhere near realistic. And then there are a bunch of characters in the game that aren't human, including like party members. So like I would by no means call Clay Obscure Expedition 33 realistic. It's definitely a very pretty game, very unique in a lot of ways in terms of visuals. But in some ways it also feels stock Unreal Engine. So like that holds it back a bit for me in comparison to Hades 2, which is just like pure artistry. You guys, you have a pick there? Would you probably say Hades 2? Or I mean Hollow Knight's there though.
Definitely Hades 2. I fear. I like Hollow Knight, but I like Hades 2's art direction so much better. Like I like that it's so blue compared to Hades 1.
They're very blue and green.
Is like very blue and green compared to like the red and yellow of Hades 1, and I really really like that because it really establishes like just how different Malinois and Zagreus are as characters.
Yeah. Next, we have Best Narrative for Outstanding Storytelling and Narrative developed in a game. We have Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2, Silent Hill F, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and my vote, of course, Clay Obscure Expedition 33, which no fucking competition. The story in Clay Obscure is fucking insane. It's
I'm not gonna lie.
It's mind blowing. The twists, the turns, the characters is so good. And it sparks such a good conversation. I hope you don't get spoiled, Aiara. I hope you haven't been spoiled already.
I haven't seen anything about Clerics here except for the fact that it exists.
Continue to do that and try as hard as you can to do it, because like one big major spoiler would just ruin the whole game for you. Because it's like there's
I'll spoil it right now.
there's just
Spoil it off the podcast.
there's a great twist that just makes the game. Next we have best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game design. Game direction and design. We have the usual suspects: Clay Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Split Fiction, and Hades 2. I actually chose Hades 2 for this one. For a similar reason that I chose Hades 2 for art direction. Clay Obscure does some very unique things when it comes to RPGs, but it also does some very tried and true things when it comes to RPGs, as well as some kind of very indie things that you can tell that like this is a result of it being on a budget and they're doing the best that they can, that what they have, that kind of holds it back in overall game direction for me. Whereas Hades 2 is just so unique and it is a perfection of what they did with the first Hades. In terms of game direction, they just perfected all of the systems that they started. So there's just nothing compares to it, in my opinion.
Great.
Yeah, next we have the big one, Game of the Year. I don't gotta read this shit. It's gonna be Clay Obscure. No, I'm joking. It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Hades 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, and in my vote, Clay Obscure Expedition 33. I really hope it wins. I don't see it not winning. But this is a stack. This is stacked. As much as I love it, I don't really think Donkey Kong Bonanza has a chance has a snowball's chance in hell. Great game, but I don't really think it's I don't know. Honestly, it feels disrespectful to say it doesn't stack up to the rest. Because it low key no, because I haven't played it. It actually does stack up to the rest. I'm being kind of just rude because I put Clay Obscure to win. It does stack up to the rest because people like compare this to Super Mario Odyssey and say that's some say it's better. Like some say this is potentially the best 3D Nintendo platformer of all time now. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza does deserve to be like
crazy take.
It's good. Like it's real good.
It's
like
good.
I'm talking shit, but it deserves to be here. Like it's just like in my mind, Hades 2 and like Clay, like I just like Clay Obscure and Hades 2 so much more. But Donkey Kong definitely deserves the nomination at the very least. Death Stranding on the beach. I don't know. Kojima's best friends with Jeff Keighley. Nepotism. No, I'm joking. Death Stranding, I hear is a good game. As much as I love Kojima, the Death Stranding games don't interest me in the slightest. I want to like them, but they just don't. They don't do it for me. Maybe one day I'll try it out, and maybe it is for me. But something about him is just Kojima. I feel like he needs to be reined in a little bit. Like I'm happy he's doing what he wants, and I would never want anything other than that. But unfortunately, what he wants isn't what I want. Hollow Knight is a game that I'll probably like when I finally get around to playing it. I just haven't got around to it. Like again, too many good games. Too many. Haven't gotten around to it. But it's Clay Obscure for me. It has to be. If you guys had a pick, do you guys have one? Because I mean, the only one
Hades 2.
I was going to say the only one you've played is Hades 2, so you probably vote for that.
Hades. And Kingdom Come, but Kingdom Come I think doesn't deserve it only because it's like a very specific. It's very niche. Like you have to like a very specific kind of game to like Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I think because of that, it makes it not Game of the Year material. It's a very good game, very robust, very well made, but like again, very specific audience for that one.
Yeah. Boy, this is gonna be a long one. So I'll make it quick because I don't want to belabor things, but like. In terms of like the categories and how I think they should change, like we have best action adventure and best action. I'm like, that's weird. Action adventure should be split up, right? We should have best puzzle game. Well, best puzzle game is already a thing, but I don't know, man. What we specifically need is best open world game, and the like description needs to be like the best game that utilizes like an open world sandbox or something like that. Like we need best open world game to separate those from best action adventure. Action adventure, I don't know if that should even exist. And then we should have specifically best combat and best shooter. I feel like those should be separated. Best combat should be best games. I think best combat should potentially be either it could be best like specifically melee combat, or it could be best combat overall and can also include shooters. But if you're gonna make a best shooter category separately, then it might as well just be best shooter by itself, like specifically shooter of any kind, third person or first person, and then best combat, specifically melee combat. But no, I don't think that's fair. I think it should be best combat should also include shooters. And then best RPG should be split into best turn-based RPG and best action RPG. And we should have best platformer. I feel like enough 3D platformers of any kind, 3D or 2D, come out for that to be its own category. I just think we need to do less genres and more specific mechanics, because the lines between genres have blurred too much to separate them in that way. So instead, we should be doing mechanics.
True.
But any thoughts about that before we move on to the last couple things we have?
No.
All right.
I think you already said it.
So moving on to some reviews, starting with Marvel Rivals Season 5. In between episodes, Gambit and Rogue were announced. And Gambit was released, and he's a fucking healer? What? I will never again tell anyone that a character can't be a certain role, because I thought it was obvious that the guy whose whole thing is to blow things up would be a DPS/duelist. And I said such when people suggested that he would be a support/strategist. But boy, do I have egg on my face. And I'm glad to, because Gambit is the most fun character to play in the damn game. Gambit was the perfect character to release on the 1-year anniversary of the game, because not only did we desperately need a new strategist, but he encapsulates everything they've learned about making characters for this game over the year. So he's a healer that can also do an insane amount of damage and defend himself against flankers. I've destroyed many a Spider-Man who thought I was easy prey. His main attack is to throw cards, of course, and they heal allies, damage enemies, and he has a dash with 2 charges and a staff slam with 2 charges. The staff slam damages enemies and heals Gambit and his allies. And if you dash then immediately press the staff slam, he dashes forward while spinning his staff, doing damage and healing himself and any allies around him. But that's not the end. He has 2 additional abilities that branch off into 4 others. So he can be kind of complicated. Like, now that the honeymoon phase is more off, you don't have people insta-locking Gambit anymore, because I think he's too difficult for some people. So he can draw a heart card or a spade card. The heart cards heal himself over time and increase how much he can heal others, while the spade card increases his damage. But on top of that, with the heart card drawn, you can trigger 2 other attacks. Either a chain heal, where you throw cards and they bounce between your allies that are close to each other, or AoE heal that also dispels status effects. So there are several, Lunar Snow can freeze people, Mantis can put people to sleep, and Doctor Strange's ult stuns people, and so does the Things. You can undo that with that ability. On top of that, with the spade card drawn, you can shoot an entire deck of cards at an enemy to do a large amount of damage and hit them with anti-heal, so they can't be healed. Or you can do an AoE attack that pushes people back. And lastly, his ultimate is a heal, damage, and speed boost to all allies within eyesight, and is great for pushing. We have got to play together, guys. Me and Bree, we haven't played together in a minute. Maybe sometime this weekend or something. But yeah, man, Gambit's fun, and we're getting Rogue, and I hope she's a tank. Rumor is she could be a tanky support, which I think we need something like that, because we have characters like Mr. Fantastic, who's a DPS, but he's kind of tanky DPS. You can low-key play him as a 3rd tank. And you have Ultron and Gambit, who are healers, but you can low-key play them a 3rd DPS. I'm hoping, I wouldn't be mad if she's just a tank, but if she's a tanky support, that'd also be awesome. But like I said, I can't rule anything out anymore now that Gambit's a support. I'm anybody can be anything now. And now a thing that I've wanted that people would probably disagree with, but now it's an option, is that I kind of want Miles Morales to be a support. I want him to have a heal with his electricity ability, where he shocks you with lightning and it jumps between allies and heals them, while also being able to do high damage. I also want him to be easier to play than Peter, because Peter's really hard to play. And I want to be able to play Spider-Man, at least the black one. Yeah, it's a good time. You guys gotta play Rivals, man. We gotta play Rivals.
You gotta let me know. I'll be down to play. I haven't played in so long, and I had just got like used to playing Jeff.
Cool. Last but certainly not least, we have Dispatch. The full first season is out. We don't have any confirmation for season 2, but I'm just gonna call it first season. It's out.
We do. I thought.
No, we don't.
Oh.
We have like what's his name? Aaron Paul wanting to do more, but there's no confirmation.
Oh, okay.
As of both recording and uploading this, the final 2 episodes of Dispatch have been out for like 2 weeks. So we're a bit late on the draw, but that's just the nature of our schedule. To start off, completely spoiler free. By the final credits of Dispatch, my opinion of it being more of a movie than a game turned around a little bit, Aiara.
Oh, no spoilers though, because
no,
I haven't played
no. I'm not gonna spoil anything. So the dispatching in the last 2 episodes was everything I wanted and more. And I wish that the previous 6 episodes did the same thing. Episode 7 was my favorite episode of them all because it was the perfect harmony of gameplay and story. They actually interconnected and affected each other in a way that I wished they did they did every single episode. The choices outside of dispatching in episode 7 also felt like they mattered for the first time. And more, like just more in any other episode, they mattered, and I was agonizing over a decision, and then I made a choice at the very last possible second, but it didn't go through, so it chose the opposite one from what I wanted, and for the first time in this game, I said fuck no and reloaded, because I made a decision, but I was just a fraction of a second too late, and wanted to pick the one that I actually wanted, and I don't usually do that with these types of games. I'm real excited for the future of Ad Hoc Studios after the success of this game, whether that be a season 2 or something brand new. If they do make a season 2, I would prefer that they go to a different SDN branch in a different city with a new main character and cast, with maybe 1 or 2 returning characters, because I just think the failure, for lack of a better term, of like subsequent seasons of their previous projects was that it's hard to make decisions matter when you're continuing with the same characters. So if you continue within the same world with new characters, you can have your decisions matter and have like loose references to like very specific decisions that people made in their games, without like having to do these big major systems that are super complicated and hard to develop for. And like you don't like risk ruining like the great story that you made in the previous season. So if they make another one, I hope it's like completely new characters. Yeah. But like, have you played? You said you haven't played the last 2, but you've played all the other ones.
Up to episode 6, yes.
Okay, so you have new information. Bree, have you care about spoilers?
Maybe? No, not really.
Okay, because I was like, otherwise you might want to leave for a little bit because. But yeah, you love The Wolf Among Us. This is the same devs as The Wolf Among Us. You should play this game.
Mm-hmm. You would like this game a lot.
You would love
like the whole time I was playing through it, I was like, this sounds like something Bree would enjoy.
I will say I have seen clips and I'm like, man, I do really want to play this game.
Are you sure you don't care about spoilers?
You know what? I'll go ahead and depth myself.
Okay. I'll let you know when we're done. So yeah. We're gonna get into spoilers for episodes 1 through 6 of Dispatch, especially since episode 6 was the end was so good. Yeah, what did you think of the additional episodes you've played? Especially,
I like them. Mm-hmm.
Now go ahead and say what you're gonna say, and then I'll say.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like, it definitely started off very shaky with episode 1, but gradually, like the whole cast grew on me a lot. I am a big fan of Robert Robertson. Yeah. I fear he is the most generic milquetoast white man I think I've ever seen in my life. But I am a huge fan of Bob Bob. I'm a little mad about it.
Very much a Tumblr sexy man, kind of.
Yeah, like he's just a white guy, but like there's something about him. There's just something about him.
It's his personality.
Episode.
He's got a good personality.
He does. Personality.
Uh, that
Episode 6. Huh?
I was going to say but let's start from episode 4. The beginning of episode 4 is insane.
It's absolutely like I was playing it with my friends like over Discord, and I'm like, I live by myself now, but I still kept looking over my shoulder like my mom's gonna walk in and see this.
Like that's the type of stuff that happens like the moment your parent walks into the room in a video game or a show. And I was like, that was insane. I was like, Jesus Christ. And
it's like,
unfortunately, that moment alone is the reason why like over 60% of people chose Invisigal, including myself.
Type shit. It's based. Also, I don't know. Like the Black Blazer, she was very nice. She seems like a very nice person. She is too Makima coded to me. Like there's something about her that I don't trust. I'm like, you are trying to do evil things to me, white woman. And so me and my friends, we picked Invisigal for sure.
Look, okay. I like me a girl that can ruin my life. What can I say?
I'm saying I can fix her, but I can't. But I can fix her.
But a lot of people have pointed out that like low key and like it's a overused like turn of phrase, but like if she was a man, it'd be so different. It'd be so weird. It'd be so creepy. She was a weirdo, and like that can't be denied. Unfortunately, she was real weird with all her visible around, sneaking around and going into the locker room, and like it was not even borderline. It was straight up sexual harassment. If she wasn't a sexy lady, we would all be looking at it very differently. And it is a definitely conversation worth having. It was weird, and we shouldn't be glorifying that for anybody of any sexual orientation, no matter how hot they are. Because even if it was a hot guy, it would still be weirder. So like yeah, that she was on some weirdo behavior, but unfortunately, I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Weird behavior definitely should not be normalized. I was into it.
It is unfortunate. It is a very unfortunate double standard. But yeah, just I like dispatching in this game. Dispatching is fun when
it is
when you do it.
It's
I just
dispatching
wish
is fun when you're not watching someone else dispatch, because it's like I love my friends dearly. But like watching them play this game, being a person who really, 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 really likes management sims, was like getting strapped to a chair. Like it was very Clockwork Orange to me, because it's like that's not the decision I would have made.
It was just cruel and unusual torture.
It was just that. Which is cruel and unusual punishment. But I can overlook it. When I play it myself, I will make better decisions.
Was the bar fight episode 5?
I think so.
Yeah, that definitely is the episode that like endears you to most of the whole cast. Like, what were your guys' decision there? Like, did you tell them that you were Mecha Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, at this point.
Why not? I know the Blonde Blazer said not to, but like, why not? It's my team. Yeah. We need to trust each other.
And then Golem.
Also, Flambe's Clash Out was funny.
Yeah, it was. But ultimately, he came back and was like, "I know I tried to kill you, but like, I it didn't happen, right?"
Right. Here's your lamp, you stupid fucking bastard. And I was like, "That's funny."
And the fact that they all brought lamps was so funny.
It is.
Also, was that the episode where they played? It was either the end of episode 4 or that moment when they were dancing that they played "Radio" by Bershi, which I have been listening to. Goddamn, stop. And that like that artist has posted on like social media that like music is finally paying the bills, and I was like looking for their music, and I only found 2 songs, and I'm like, I need more.
Oh wow,
give me more.
Right.
Yeah, I've been listening to that on repeat. It's real good. It's in my head all the time.
Yeah, the soundtrack for Dispatch is really good, all things considered.
And like people have been quoting that what is it? Prism, where she was like, temporary.
Temporarily blind.
Bitch, you blind forever. Like that was so funny and also so messed up.
So messed up, but in character.
Yeah,
I can't even hate because bitch, you blind forever.
That was insane. But the goat,
very insane.
The goat chase. Oh my god.
We were devastated.
Man. Keep up, and then he ran off, and it was like also such a good catchphrase for a speedster. Keep up, so cool.
That was really good.
And then I like how they visualized his powers with like a rainbow, like neon trail instead of like the overplayed lightning. Like I am of the mind that
It reminded me of
as much as I
mhm.
I love the Flash. He's one of my favorite superheroes. They overdo his lightning. I feel like he should only have lightning when he's pushing himself. He shouldn't like shoot lightning all over the place if he breathes too hard. I would prefer if he just had a blur or like a yellow neon trail. But like I like that they had his be like a Tron trail, rainbow color. That was really fun. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
It reminded me of that one scene in Supergirl One of Tomorrow with her and the horse a little bit, which was fun. I was like, that looks like, but and then it got tragic, and I was like, oh, this is no longer fun. Yeah. I'm no longer laughing.
Yeah, and I didn't notice it until I saw it like reposted on social media. Like he's smiling while he runs. And yeah, he was happy to be running again. Like his powers are so unfortunate that he just ages while he whenever he runs. And like I'm sure he learned at some point but just kept going because he just kind of almost addicted to it, but also he likes saving people. And with great power comes great responsibility. And a lot of people are confused about like why he crashes out so hard on the Invisigal. But I think something people ignore about Chase just because he curses so much is that he is like a true blue, like I don't kill people superhero. Like he's a very traditional superhero. And like just having his essentially like little brother like have a relationship with this like person he deems to just be this horrible villain kind of just doesn't compute in his mind. So like his crash out makes sense. Even if it was a bit much, but he did come back to apologize, and ultimately he saved her life.
So you can't be too mad at him or mad at him at all, really. Yeah. But
same with like Invisigal, even though what she did was stupid. Also, it's hard for me to blame her for him saving her because that was a decision he made.
Right,
he made a decision to save her. And also, there was a chance he didn't come back and didn't go to save her. Like, that was just pure coincidental that he was there and was like, okay, I have the ability to save her, and I'm a hero, so even though this might hurt me, I have to do this.
Right.
But yeah, what were you going to say?
Yeah, good game. I'm just excited to play the rest. Very good game. It's grown on me a lot. It definitely started off kind of shaky, but it's more than proved itself the more and more we play. And that's good. I really like it when a game like starts off not so strong, but gradually gets stronger. And I honestly enjoy that more than it being a banger right out of the gate. Because it's like when it's a banger right out of the gate, it's just like it starts to not become trite, but it's like, okay, it's a banger out of the gate, and it's gonna be a banger for the rest of it. But it's like I don't get as motivated to play it, if that makes sense. If it's like shaky from the jump, and then like gradually gets better, that gives me more of a motivation to play it because I'm like, I want to see just how good it gets. If that makes sense. Yeah. It's very strange, but
yeah, we're done with spoilers. But I did want to briefly mention how I would love of course I can't help but imagine like this game, but with like characters I know. So I imagine like a Justice League Unlimited dispatch style game. But it doesn't need to have the like fully like animated cutscenes. Instead, it could have like Hades or like JRPG style like portraits and like dialogue boxes for the story. And it would be cool if you played like Red Tornado dispatching Justice League members from the Watchtower. That would be really cool. Or it could be like Oracle, Barbara Gordon dispatching the Birds of Prey. And like various different Bat Family members. I feel like that could be really fun because I just like the dispatching aspect in a game that focuses purely on the dispatching. That is a superhero game would be really fun.
I think Teen Titans would also be fun with that concept. Although I don't know who would be doing the dispatching, but I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. It would be Mal Duncan. Mal Duncan is essentially their guy in the chair for the Teen Titans.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Basically one of the original Titans. He just wasn't out in the field. He's also black. One of the like DC's first black characters, like lead characters.